Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got Major League Baseball on a Tuesday night. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Baltimore Orioles. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars in the sport. Mike Trout, always exciting to see him in action. And it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boog, it's offensively at the plate, defensively when he's on the bases. And this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation because you never see him give away an at-bat.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. Today's starting pitcher, John Means.
Well, he got into the 8th inning his last time out, really pitching deep into games as of late. We'll see today how many innings he's got in him.
And now the shortstop, number 9.
Leading off tonight for the Angels, the shortstop, Zach Neto.
And the pitch. And that is in for a strike. And we are underway. Slapped foul. Oh, 0-2 now. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. That's off the mark. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Laced into left. That's a base hit. And that rolls into the corner. Throws to second. And that's a leadoff double.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Now it's Anthony Rendon. First offering, and it just misses. No outs. Runner on second. Next offering is in for a strike. And down on strikes he goes. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Here's Trout. Big-time power. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Mike Trout, just a special player, a special human. Does everything well on the baseball field and seems to do it as well off the field.
That one misses. 2 balls, no strikes. I think with Mike Trout, when you consider all the awards, the wins above replacement, he's on a trajectory, if he stays healthy, that he'll end up as one of the greatest position players of all time. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
One of the unfortunate things is that in this guy's career, particularly early, we just didn't get to see him in the postseason very much. You want to see the best players playing in October. I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. And now it's the Angels cleanup batter, Brandon Drury. One out. Runners at first and second. So 2 balls and no strikes.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
That one's in there. Strike 1. And now the lefty got him. 2 away. Now it's the right fielder, Mickey Moniak. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. First and second, 2 down. The next offering misses, and it's 1-2.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. 2 left on. Orioles due up in the first, no score. Back here in Baltimore, and getting to start for the Angels, Reed Detmers. Singing, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Cedric Mullins in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. And a pitch. Smoked on the ground to second. Now the throw to first on the run. And they get Mullins for the out. Time now to take a look at the Orioles lineup put together by manager Brandon Hyde. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Ramon Urias.
Well, he's been a very consistent performer this year. And, man, when you look up and you're in the top 5 in batting average in the American League, tell you what, that raises your level of confidence to keep it going and try to finish in that picture or maybe at the very top. He's been spraying the balls all over the yard. We're going to keep our eyes on him in this one.
Gunnar Henderson, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
One down, base is empty. And that one wrapped foul. And a pitch. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit.
Really stayed true on that swing. It wasn't an easy pitch, lefty on lefty. Pitch was a little down, a little bit away, but he committed to it. His shoulder stayed square to the plate and didn't try to pull off that ball at all. And that's why it jumped off the bat.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Homered last night, added another hit as well. That one hammered center field back there. Oh! He blasts one out to center, his 7th home run of the season. And they jump out front. It's 2-0. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Trout raging back towards the wall. And that one is going to go. It's his 8th home run of the year. And they add on. It's 3-0.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in the lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Base is empty, one away. Here's Adley Rutschman. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. That one missed. Singy, Reed Detmers, 10th overall pick in the 2020 draft. You're talking about a guy who is a really good player at Louisville, and in his rookie year, he authored a no-hitter. Kicks and fires. Line drive, base hit.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Man at first with 1 gone. Here's Matt Chapman. Good eye right there.
Yeah, and in that rookie year with the nasty curveball, struck out 122 in 129 innings pitched. That's almost a strikeout per inning.
An Illinois kid, but he grew up a Cardinals fan. When he was 11, the Cardinals won the 2011 World Series and takes it himself for 1, and it's a double play to end the inning. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at the ballpark, and the batter now, Luis Rengifo. Means back to work. Hard hit to third. 1 up, 1 down.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Charles LeBlanc, the next to hit for the Angels. That one catches the zone. Strike 1. And he hits a ground ball right side. Sneaks through, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Batting it, the left fielder, Jake Marisnick.
Now here's Jake Marisnick. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. In there, and it's 0-1. LeBlanc over at first with 1 away. Next offering is in for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
At the belt and fires.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The punch out there, and there's 2 away. Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit for the Angels. And first offering is fouled off. And here it comes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is that. Angels leave 1. They trail it here 3-0. Welcome back. And here is Jorge Mateo. The wind and the pitch. That's in there. 0-1. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first. Got hit around a little bit. Just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location. Sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
The 0-2.
That's a ball.
Hard hit left side. Tosses to first. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second.
The second baseman,
Here's the second baseman, Ramon Urias. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. There's the strike.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Ground ball left side. Throw pulls him off the bag and he's saved. Runner on at first with one gone. And now it's Austin Hayes. And that one hammered. That's got a chance. And that is gone. His second of the year, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 5-zip.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Cedric Mullins. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And gone! A soaring shot to center. And they add to the lead. It's 6-0.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Reed Detmers won't go any further, and the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break. Zach Plesac comes on now.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
One down. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. Lined into left center, base hit.
Wastes no time there. That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job, and that's what you're supposed to do with the pitch in that location.
One gone, runner at first. Anthony Santander, the next to hit for the Orioles. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. And he deals. And that one fouled off. The pitch. And now 1-2.
1-2.
And now the count is even. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. That misses the zone, and now it's 3-2. On the ground, a second, might be 2. And he can't come up with it. That's the third out, inning over. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. It's now a 6-0 ball game. You're watching Orioles baseball on the show, Mid-Atlantic. And welcome back. Top half of the third inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Number 9. First pitch, and he just misses.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some guys. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here's Anthony Rendon up to the plate. His first at bat was a strikeout. And that's in there for strike 1. Called strike right there.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
The pitch. Misses. And the count's even at 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him. That's his second strikeout.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
And now batting, Mike Trout. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Trout, a career batting average over 300, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Mateo has a beat on it. Makes the catch, inning over. Angels go quietly there. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. Back now at Oriole Park as we go to the last of the third. And here's the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle. And the pitch. And that one fouled off. Plesac, in his 4th year, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. That one out to right. Moniak makes the grab, 1 down.
The catcher, number 35.
Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1. Righty delivers. Now this is in the air down the line. Marisnick moving under this one. Makes the grab. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Matt.
Now Matt Chapman at the plate. He hit into a double play his first time up. Chapman, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, batting 6th in today's lineup. He joined the team as a free agent. Two outs. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Base knock center field, and that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, left fielder,
We all saw it was hit hard, but how hard was it, Singy? StatCast is here with the answer.
Yeah, Boog, it says the exit velo was 113 miles per hour, and it looked every bit of it, didn't it? I mean, just an impressive swing of the bat, and clearly he saw it out of the pitcher's hand no problem.
Checks over to first, back safely. Mateo in his 4th year, 27 years old, and he's usually a shortstop, but today he's starting in the outfield. Jorge Mateo now. That one's in there, 0-1. Right-hander kicks, deals. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Couple of singles back to back. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And into the box for Baltimore, Ramon Urias. He swings and misses at the first pitch, 0-1. And that one sliced foul. This one smacked out to left center. Diving, makes the grab.
A bit of a do or die there. He lays out, makes the diving catch, and he strands a couple of runners.
Back here in Baltimore as we go to the top of the 4th. Now, Brandon Drury. The Y to kick the pitch. And that one missing low.
You know, these Angels just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
So, man aboard, Mickey Moniak getting ready to hit. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Little trouble with this one behind the plate, and the runner holds. Drury at second with nobody out. The 2-0 is in for a strike. Kicks and deals. In the air, left field. Mateo trying to get there. Makes the catch. Runner tags at second. Not in time. He's safe.
The batter on the scene, designated hitters,
Luis Rengifo will hit next. Grounded out his first time. That one a little bit high. Ball 1.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Runner on at third. 1 gone. There's a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Now it's the second baseman, Charles LeBlanc. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. Runner at third, 2 away. Next offering is in for a strike. Caught him looking for the K. Angels strand one. They still find themselves down 6-0. Back here at the ballpark, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Austin Hayes. Plesac back to work. Slice the other way. That's a base hit.
Now batting, the center fielder.
I finally made up my mind to take a better stand. Concentrating my balance, give life a better chance.
Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles. In there for strike one. Runner at first with no outs here. Ground ball right side, could be two. The flip, LeBlanc over to second, throw to first, but he beat it. Man at first, Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. First offering, runner goes. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Mullins around third. In there safely. It's 7-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Anthony Santander. 1 for 2 with a 2-run homer back in the first. And that's in there for strike one. The pitch. In the air to left down the line. Marisnick going back. Got it! Great leaping catch.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
The first baseman, number 6.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Ryan Mountcastle. 1 for 2 with a solo home run back in the first inning. In there, and it's 0-1. Righty to the plate. In the air, right field. Moniak has this one sized up and makes the grab. And that is the third out of the inning. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We played 4. It's the Orioles 7 and the Angels nothing. Welcome back. We go to the top of the 5th. Now the left fielder, Jake Marisnick. Strike one.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Swing and a tapper. Sends it to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Logan O'Hoppe. High fly ball out into left center field. Mateo has a beat on it. Snags it for the second out.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Number 9, the next to hit for the Angels. In the air out towards right center. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Anthony Rendon making his way to the plate. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That's in for a strike.
0-1.
Man on second, 2 down. There's the strike at the knees.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Bounce to the right side. Fires over to first. And that is that. Angels leave one. They continue to trail 7-0.
I'm in the zone. Leave me alone, please. I've got a habit of doing my own thing. So if you wouldn't mind, I'ma recline. I'm my own king.
We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman.
The catcher, Adley.
The wind of the pitch. Bounce to the right. LeBlanc. To first. One up, one down.
Third baseman, Matt Chapman.
And here is Matt Chapman.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
0-1.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
And now the 0-1. Foul ball there. The pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. That one clubbed out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. And it kicks off the base of the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
One out, runner at second. And next for the Orioles, Jorge Mateo. And there's a rocket into the outfield. They won't risk the send. Runners at the corners now with one away.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Hit weakly on the ground. Zips it to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Next is the designated hitter, Austin Hayes. And that one ripped to left. He's got it. And that is out number 3. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We're through 5. It's the Orioles 8 and the Angels nothing. Top of the 6th inning. Here's Mike Trout. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
0-1. And that one pulled foul. Well, Singy, Mike Trout, the resume speaks for itself. A guy that's won multiple MVPs, multiple All-Star Game MVPs, a Rookie of the Year. I mean, he's going to go down as one of the best position players ever. Mullins settles under it, and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
The first baseman, number 23,
Brandon Drury to the plate.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Drury measures 6 feet 2 inches, 230 pounds, and he's been wearing out home plate lately. He scored 10 times in the last 10 games. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. And that skips in the dirt. He goes down looking.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And though not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Moniak stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Line drive at him in center field. So they make short work of him there. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Orioles 8 and the Angels nothing. And welcome back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Cedric Mullins. Plesac back to work. And that's in for a strike.
You know, these Orioles, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
So, man aboard and into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. Plesac a throw over. Mullins gets back easily. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
No ball, 1 strike.
Ground ball could be 2. To second, there's 1. How about that double play?
I think 4-6-3 double plays like that are way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes, because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play, but right there, very well done.
And first offering is fouled off. The wind of the pitch. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The pitch. Ripped on the ground to second. On to first. That ends the inning. New inning getting started, and now the DH, Luis Rengifo. And a pitch. Fly ball down the line. Mateo grabs it on the run.
Up next for the Angels.
So digging in, Charles LeBlanc.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And there's the strike. Just missed.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. One and two here. In the air, right field. Santander drifts towards it. 2 away now.
Now back, left fielder, Jake.
So in now for the Angels, Jake Marisnick. Ripped to right, base hit.
Everything came together for him. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Now here is Logan O'Hoppe. On a line, base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. So the lineup flips over. Now it's the shortstop, number 9. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Strike 2.
Well, this guy on the mound's done a lot better than we would have expected, and the hitters just don't seem to have the right game plan. They're taking too many mistake pitches for called strikes.
Here comes a pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Got him looking. And he's down on strikes for the second time today. Angels strand a couple. Still 8-0. Back here in Baltimore, bottom of the 7th. So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Ryan Mountcastle. And a pitch. Lifted in the air, right center field. Moniak under it. Puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 1 down. Here's the catcher to hit, Adley Rutschman. 1 for 3. That one fouled off. Kicks and fires. Hit hard, base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Now it's Matt Chapman. That one the other way, and it stays fair. Rutschman around third. He will score, and they now lead by 9.
Picks himself up an RBI. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
So they turn things over to the righty, Griffin Canning.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Man at first with one gone. Jorge Mateo, the next to hit for the Orioles. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Chapman on his way to third. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
2 on with 1 out. Here's the second baseman, Ramon Urias. Base hit and a run in to score. Now 2 runs score. It's 11-0.
That's 3 singles in a row. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Austin Hayes. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
No strike.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Next offering is in for a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Base hit center field. Lead runner around second. The throw to third. He's in there.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Absolutely hammered that baseball very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
So up next, Cedric Mullins.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Marisnick makes the catch. Runner tags from third. He scores on the sac fly, and the lead continues to grow.
Man, there's a sac fly to bring home another run in this inning. These guys are just piling it on. We're seeing some really quality at-bats out of this team right now.
Man at first, and the batter will be the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Trout racing over to make the catch. So it's 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Orioles 12 and the Angels nothing. New pitcher on now, Dylan Tate.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
The pitch. Out to short. Henderson over to first in time. First out in the top of the 8th.
The center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. That's a little bit low.
Yeah, he's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Whips it to Mountcastle, and a couple of quick outs.
The first baseman, number 23, Brandon.
2 outs, base is empty. Brandon Drury digs in now. Pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Check swing, no appeal. Right side, Urias gets it to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Angels go down 1-2-3. Hasn't been their day. It's 12-0. Back now at Oriole Park. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Anthony Santander. And a pitch. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. And out of here. Anthony Santander knocks one out. And they add to their lead. It's 13-0.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
So the Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher, Carlos Estevez.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Ryan Mountcastle, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. And he's got a double.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. Check swing, tried to hold up. Now an appeal to third. No swing. Earl Hendricks with the call. Liner caught at second.
From up here, it looked like that liner might be splitting the gap in right center. That's one of those atom balls you just have to live with as a hitter.
Matt Chapman up to the plate now.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Now a fly ball to right center. Trout is there. Makes the grab. 2 down. Here's the left fielder, Jorge Mateo. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Run comes in from second, and they extend their lead.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
Runner at first with 2 away. So next to hit for Baltimore, Ramon Urias. Ripped on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. So 2 runs in the inning on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and 1 man left. Through 8 full, Baltimore out front, 14-0. Back here at the ballpark, all set for the start of the inning. So in now for the Angels, Mickey Moniak. There's a strike. T. In his 4th year, he features a sinker, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Now 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Right-handed reliever.
2-1.
Popped in the air, left field. Mateo pulls that one down. 1 down. Now it's the DH for the Angels, Luis Rengifo. First offering, and it just misses. And he pumps it a strike. The wind and the pitch. That one ripped. That's back there. To the warning track, makes the catch. So they're down to their final out. And now it's going to be Charles LeBlanc. First offering misses the mark.
1-0.
And that one is lifted in the air. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Orioles take this one in a blowout.
Well, I don't know what they did in the cage today or on the field for batting practice, but when you win by double digits, something is clicking. That batting coach feels pretty good about himself right now, but more so the players. They can't wait for the next one, come back out, score, and get another W.
14-zip at the end of this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.
minutes.